This video was sponsored by NordVPN. Please stay tuned to the end of the video for more information. Sonic the Hedgehog is a character that has seen iteration after iteration, and although in the 90s it was clear who the blue blur was, moving into the 2000s through the transition to 3D and Sega moving away from their own consoles to release Sonic on multiple platforms, the character lost his true identity. Sure, you might have your own idea of who Sonic is and what it means to be the character, but through the adventure games, 06, Sonic X, Sonic Boom, Lost Worlds, and the Boost formula, with classic Sonic becoming a running gimmick or the Werehog and custom avatar taking Sonic out of the limelight, Sega truly failed to actually define a definitive version of modern Sonic. Or did they? Because in my mind, there is one moment in all of Sonic's 30-year history that springs to mind whenever I think of that overconfident little hedgehog. One moment that is to me what defines Sonic as a character and should be used as the marker for all future iterations of the character. I'm of course speaking about the opening of Sonic Unleashed. This sequence of around just 6 minutes, I feel, does absolutely everything to display what it is to be Sonic the Hedgehog. All of his quirky mannerisms from the Genesis era that could only be seen through small moments of idleness or animations upon finishing a stage are translated into dialogue and the style of Sonic's movements. The sheer sense of power and speed that Sonic possesses is on full display here, and it's a full indulgence into what is so fantastically fun about the character. Let's start at the top. This scene begins at what normally would be the climax to any Sonic game prior. This is the assault on the egg carrier, the final run on Space Colony Arc, but it's the start of this game. Immediately this tells you what we need to know. If you've never played Sonic before, you'll have a full understanding by the end of this scene. The camera pans up from planet Earth like a goddamn Star Wars movie to show us the Egg Fleet, a menacing force. By making the imagery similar to iconic shots from something like Star Wars, it does everything the audience needs to let you know this is the antagonist. The framing and camera work lays into popular culture to characterize itself. It's clever and it lets your mind do the work. Usually we pan from a planet to reveal a Star Destroyer, the pride of the Galactic Empire, the villains. And so what does the camera pan do here but make us feel the same? Following it up with the maniacal laughter of Robotnik only acts to solidify that these are the forces of our antagonist. And what would an antagonist be without the opposite? Enter Sonic the Hedgehog. The camera zooms in, Eggman appears to panic, the music cuts out entirely. This scene is absolutely unapologetically cool. The epitome of what Sonic is. The camera pans, and as it does, the music begins to build with a piece that grows as the scene does. It becomes more bombastic to match the movements of our protagonist, who so far hasn't said a word. But we can tell from the smirk on his face that he's loving this, completely in his element. He breaks through Eggman's robots with ease and above all, style, flicking himself into the air and striking a pose for good measure. A core element of the traditional Sonic games was learning a level as best you could, so you could pull it off in the flashiest way possible. Using springboards, jumping at the right moment to avoid obstacles you knew were there, mastering a level so you could pull it off in the fastest and most stylish way possible. This depiction of Sonic characterizes that. Now it's not just the player who's playing the game flashy, it's the character who's flashy. Something that was core to the gameplay of the 90s Genesis games becomes a core trait of the character in this era, and it translates over perfectly. As Eggman jumps down to join the fight, we see Sonic remain confident and focused. The missiles fly for him, but he moves swiftly out of the way, retaining the same style, flipping and sliding to avoid the missiles. Eggman, not wanting Sonic to escape, extends the arm of his robot, reaching for Sonic, and this is the first time in this scene we see Sonic on the receiving end of this fight. Captured by Eggman, it looks like our hero is in a bad spot, only he's not. Sonic Team here knew to show restraint, to wait patiently for the right moment to use the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic gives Eggman a cocky little smirk, and as they activate, we see the greatest display of Super Sonic they've ever given us. He explodes out of Eggman's grasp, flying through his robot and destroying it instantly. But not just that, we see Sonic decimate the entire carrier. The camera pans back to show us a shot of the ship in flames as Sonic flies from one to the other, sending them falling through space and continuing on towards Eggman. Super Sonic was always something reserved for the ending of Sonic games, to give us this moment of unadulterated power against a true evil. Perfect chaos, the ultimate life form, Solaris. Usually Sonic is using his super form against a foe that matches that power, but this time we see Sonic using Super Sonic against Eggman, someone who is not at all capable of matching him, not even with an entire fleet, which really puts into perspective the villains Sonic has fought before. Here we get to indulge in the pure power of the Chaos Emeralds as they power our protagonist to essentially immortality.
Sonic! I'm sorry. Really, look, go easy on me. I'll turn over a new leaf, I swear. Just give me a chance.
Well, this is new. Showing remorse, Eggman? If you played nice, I wouldn't have to break all your toys.
Gotcha.
Sonic is inherently cocky, even arrogant to a point, but it's always been one of his strengths. Eggman using that against him here is a wonderful way to begin this game. It shows they've had a feud long enough that Eggman could decide that Sonic's overconfidence is actually a weakness he can exploit. This conversation between them not only fills us in on important details, it also characterizes both characters because of what they're saying, but also how they're saying what they're saying. And of course, this is where things go a little balls to the wall, but given my strong nostalgia for Unleashed, I don't hate the concept of the werehog as much as everyone else does. I still hate the levels themselves, but the idea of it, I don't know, it works for me. However, the important part here is that the scene never takes a dive in tone. It stays incredibly consistent and actually pushes the serious nature of the entire spectacle. I mean, look at this fucking shot. What? This is Sonic? Dude, this is so cool.
I'm pissing on the moon! How do you like that, Obama?
We see the world crack into pieces, the Chaos Emeralds lose their power, and Sonic becomes a beast. After Eggman breaks him and saps all hope from our hero, he removes him from the ship, leaving him unleashed into the darkness of space, followed by our title card. This sequence sets up our hero, our antagonist, their history, the core threat for this game, major concepts and lore points, the Chaos Emeralds, the tone, our hero's arc, and all within 6 minutes. And it does that while taking the core elements that made Sonic work in the 90s and translating them to what at the time was a modern game. This is a masterclass on respecting source material, on building a strong narrative opener, and on indulging in everything that makes your brand so loved in the first place. This scene says, you love Sonic, and so do we. They managed to take everything I love about Sonic and throw it on full display. It lets us indulge in the fun childhood fantasy of Sonic the Hedgehog. At no point does this scene take a moment out to make Sonic look silly or to make a bad cat-counted joke. It fully takes itself seriously. Even when your premise is ridiculous, such as talking animals that save the world, taking it seriously sells it to us. It lets us connect with the characters, invest ourselves in their world and their cause. When you just decide to start making jokes, being self-aware, deciding it's going to be a silly story, you lose me. You lose Sonic fans. What I love so much about the opening to Unleashed is that they say, yeah, this is ridiculous, but isn't it fucking cool? Despite him being a blue hedgehog and his friends a yellow two-tailed fox or a red echidna with huge knuckles, you can feel for these characters. You love them. You grew up with them. And to see a scene that takes this character so seriously, the same way you did when you were 5 years old, it means a lot. The opening to Sonic Unleashed takes everything that was cool about Sonic when I was a kid and makes it cool as an adult. And to me, it defined modern Sonic the Hedgehog, and nothing has ever come quite close. Big thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. At this point, I'm sure you know who NordVPN are, and after using their service for a little while, I can't imagine going back. With over 5,400 servers in 60 countries, you can find the perfect server for speed and access to the content you want, while also being completely secured while browsing the web completely anonymously. A huge benefit is being able to access servers from any country, meaning you can hop onto any version of any website, be it Netflix, Disney+, etc., and browse their catalogue of content, stuff that is always annoyingly region locked. You're also able to make 6 simultaneous connections under a single account, meaning you can use your phone, tablet, PC, and laptop all at the same time, with still room for 2 more devices. It's pretty damn handy. NordVPN are offering a 2-year plan plus 1 extra month with a huge discount when you visit nordvpn.com/lasers. The link is in the description, and with their 30-day money-back guarantee, it can't even hurt to try it out. So go ahead and give it a whirl at nordvpn.com/lasers. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a sub or like or follow me on social media. All my links are down in the description. Obviously, I'm also always streaming on Twitch as well, so there is that if you want to have a chat with me about anything in particular. Let me know your thoughts on Sonic Unleashed in general in the description, and obviously your thoughts on this opening. Is there another moment in Sonic history that defines Sonic for you? I'd be interested to hear some other opinions on other scenes. There's obviously some other really, really cool ones, like I know 06 had some great ones despite the game being a little bit fucked, and obviously the Adventure games as well, but I'd like to hear it from you guys. I like this sort of anecdotal stuff where we can sort of learn a little bit about each other and what we value in pieces of media that we have a common interest in, so let me know in the comment section down below. This was just a little video I wanted to put out after being sort of inspired after watching the second Sonic movie the other day. It made me sort of think about what it is I love about the character, and I do think those movies, for the most part, do the characters justice. It's not perfect, but I think for the most part, it's pretty damn good, and it's doing stuff that we haven't really seen in the main games for probably over a decade at this point, like Forces and whatever else they put out. Even Generations don't really use the characters as well as something like Unleashed or the Adventure games did. Even 06, for all its faults, did a lot more with the character of Sonic and his friends, so it's something I'd love to see come back, and the movies are definitely carrying that for me at the minute. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you very soon for something new. I am still working on my big Horizon Forbidden West video, which honestly I'm procrastinating on making, and when I say procrastinating, most people would like go watch Netflix. I've just made like 3 different YouTube videos because I don't know what's wrong with me. But you can check those out in the description too. One of them is a look at open world games that I'm looking forward to coming in 2022 over on the network. Another one is my Persona 5 Royal Part 3 video of me editing down my streams into condensed videos. So I'll link those both in the description as well if you want to see what else I've been up to. Anyway, I will let you go. Have a good day. Take care. And I'll see you all for something new very, very soon. Alright, catch you later, people. Bye-bye.